Hey guys, welcome back to One Stop Biology. So guys, in today's video, we are going to discuss about the solid waste. So before we start off with the video, guys, if you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe to it and press the bell icon to get all the updates, all the notifications. And yes, please do give your feedback in the comments of the video. And guys, if you are able to understand the videos, please do not forget to like it and share it with all your friends. So, guys, basically, we are right now at the chapter 16, which is the last chapter of class 12th NCRT. So, will be basically finishing the NCRT series for class 12th very soon, and we'll be starting off with a new series. So, guys, let's start discussing about what exactly the solid waste is, right? What exactly this solid waste is. So basically, guys, if we talk about the solid waste refers to anything and everything that goes out in the trash, right? So when we're talking about the solid waste, it is basically anything that goes out with the trash, which is from home, from office, from schools, hospitals, everywhere, right? So basically, one is the municipal solid waste. Now, this waste consists of waste from homes, offices, stores, schools, hospitals, and more. So these are basically collected and disposed by the municipality. Now, the municipal solid waste consists of what? This consists of paper, it consists of food, the remaining food waste, plastics, glass, metals, rubber, textiles, right? Leather, and all of these things. So basically, burning reduces the volume of the waste, although it is not generally burned to completion, and then open dumps often serve as the breeding ground for rat and flies. In similar way, there are sanitary landfills. There are sanitary landfills, where basically these were adopted as the substitute of open burning dumps. So, in a sanitary landfill, wastes are dumped in a depression or trench after compaction, and then it is covered with dirt everywhere. So, landfills are not really much of a solution because the amount of garbage which is being generated, specifically in the metros or the bigger cities, has increased so much that these sites are also getting filled now, right? And then there is a danger of seepage of chemicals from these landfills, which can pollute the underground water resources as well. So, what is the solution then? What is the solution of these all of these solid wastes then? So basically, the solution is becoming very sensitive and all waste. So what we do is we categorize all waste into three different types. Now let's see what are these three different types. So basically, the waste is categorized into three types. So it is either biodegradable waste, or it is recyclable, or it is non-biodegradable. Okay, so basically the degradable one is what? All garbage, what we have to do first is we have to basically sort all the garbage. What can be reused or recycled can be separated out, and all the rag pickers and kabadi walas, as we say, as we call them, can just separate it and they can take it for recycling. They can sell it for recycling. The biodegradable material can be put into deep pits. So these can be basically put into deep pits because these are going to be broken down naturally. So that leaves this can be recycled. Right. So this leaves with only the non-biodegradable one, right? So basically, the non-biodegradable one is the most alarming one now, right? So this cannot be disposed of because these will not be, degraded naturally. So basically, this needs to reduce our garbage generation, right? And specifically with the non-biodegradable products, right? So that is why nowadays, whatever packaging we get from the market, it's clearly mentioned on the packaging whether it is, a different kind of pollutant or it is a biodegradable kind of waste. And most of the companies have started using eco-friendly packaging. So whether it's our clothes or different type of food, packaged food that we get from the grocery shops, all of these have a recycled mark, or it's clearly mentioned that the plastic is biodegradable, right? So this is basically being countered with the change in packaging, but yes, we'll have to take an initiative to lessen the waste, all of these wastage basically, right? But apart from this, hospitals generate hazardous wastes which contains disinfectants, harmful chemicals, and even pathogens. Now such wastes also require careful treatment and disposal, and basically use of incinerators is crucial to disposal of hospital waste. Apart from that, there are e-waste as well, right? So there's something which is known as e-wastes, which are basically irreparable electronic goods and computers. So again, with that, recycling is the only solution to treatment of e-waste, provided that it is carried out in an environmental friendly manner, right? So with so many developing countries, and that too mainly in China, India, Pakistan, where metals which are used in these electronics like copper, iron, silicon, nickel, gold are recovered during recycling process, right? However, in developed countries which have specifically built facilities for recycling of e-waste, recycling is in developing countries often involves manual participation, right? So basically, again, guys, it is a difficult process, but yes, we are trying to somehow counter it. Now, the next topic is, guys, agrochemical and their effects. So there are certain chemicals from the agriculture industries as well, as we can see that once green revolution started, use of inorganic fertilizers and pesticides has increased a lot for enhancing crop production. Now these pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, or different type of fertilizers are being increasingly used, and these incidentally are also toxic to non-target organisms. So basically we are using this for some target organisms, but these are you know highly toxic to various non-toxic organisms which are important component of the soil system as well, right? So basically then again, with the use of chemical fertilizers, we are disrupting the aquatic ecosystem through eutrophication. So the current problem in agriculture is basically big, and there should be a solution to counter this, and one of the solution is organic farming, which is, yes, being adapted slowly now, right? In similar ways, guys, there are radioactive wastes as well. So what happened initially is that the nuclear energy was hailed as a non-polluting way of generating electricity, but later on it was realized that the use of nuclear energy has two very serious inherent problems. One is the accidental leakage, right? So this has happened in various incidents like Chernobyl incident, right? In similar way, the second one is disposal of the radioactive waves. Now, radiations, which is given, off by these nuclear waste is extremely damaging to organisms, and it also causes mutation, biological mutation at a very high rate. Now, at high doses, these nuclear radiation can be lethal, but at low doses, it causes various disorders, including cancer as well. Right? So that is why the nuclear waste is an extremely potent pollutant, and it has to be dealt with extreme and utmost caution. And there has been recommendation that storage of nuclear waste after sufficient pre-treatment should also be done in suitably shielded containers, which is then buried within the rocks, and that too about 500-meter in deep. So basically, finding solution to one of our problems is also, starting off with a new environmental problem. And that is why all of these things should be thought through, and all the precautions should be taken properly. So guys, with this we have finished solid wastes as well. In the next video we are going to understand what exactly is greenhouse effect, global warming, and ozone depletion. I hope you would have understood today's video. If yes, please do like it and share it with all your friends, and please do give your feedback and ask your doubts. You can just mention your doubts and your feedbacks in the comment of the video. And yes, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get all the notifications. Thanks for watching this video, guys. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.